What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Nike Zoom LeBron 2 Retro in this Midnight Navy or USA colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell eTPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box. You'll see they sell a variety of different insoles, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, you're going to find there's a suitable insole for anyone. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, way before they even reached out to me for a sponsorship, and I find them to be very comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So this is the very first retro of the Nike Zoom LeBron 2 in this Midnight Navy or USA colorway. This pair originally released back in 2004, it's been that long, and it was famously worn by LeBron James during the 2004 Athens Summer Olympics, where Team USA's basketball team famously ended up in third place, getting the bronze medal. So the LeBron 2 is so important in the lineage of LeBron's signature sneakers, first and foremost because it's the first signature sneaker that incorporated LeBron's name on the title. So obviously, the first signature sneaker was the Zoom generation, but after that, they started calling these the LeBron 2, LeBron 3, and so on and so forth. And I don't want to age myself, but I distinctly remember when the LeBron 2s came out. I remember other guys were wearing them to play ball, and it just wasn't a shoe that I could afford at the time. But I remember I was so drawn by the design, and I was a fan of LeBron James already at that time. So owning a pair of the LeBron 2 has always been something that I've wanted to check off my list. So here we are with this retro version, which released back on October 25th, and they retailed for $210 US or $270 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is Midnight Navy, White, and Varsity Crimson. And for me at least, I'm just going to be wearing these casually. I'm not really a huge fan of wearing LeBrons to play ball in. It just didn't really fit my size and playing style. And I know chunky basketball shoes aren't really in these days to wear casually, but this definitely has the nostalgia factor for me, and that's why I want to pick these up. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in a black-based cardboard box. We have the shiny black graphics on top, along with its oversized LJ23 logo in white. So diving into the details of this shoe, starting things off with a base layer, you can see that the toe box here is covered in this navy blue colored ballistic mesh. This mesh is really tightly wound together, so it doesn't offer too much in terms of breathability, but it definitely feels very durable and tough. Right above this, we have this leather patch with this red colored Nike swoosh, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have another overlay of smooth white leather, which feels pretty soft and decent quality to the touch. Moving downwards, we have another overlay of this white leather, and this covers the middle two eyelets, which are constructed in this teardrop shaped blue colored TPU. Next to this, we have a leather tab on the lateral side with LeBron's name debossed into it, and then next to this, we have more of that ballistic mesh once again in navy blue. Surrounding the bottom of the sides of the heel, we have this foam padding, but then stitched on top of the foam, we have another overlay of leather, which features the LeBron James 23 logo in a combination of navy blue and red, and on the medial side, we have a debossed Nike swoosh. And then above this, we have more leather panels surrounding the heel, along with this TPU overlay running down the back with LeBron's name once again, and the top of the heel is covered in a very soft and plush navy blue colored leather, and this leather here is perforated. One of the most significant design aspects of the LeBron 2 is the fact that it incorporates this oversized leather strap. So the strap is predominantly constructed out of white leather, but you can see on the right shoe, we have this cutaway exposing this blue and red colored swoosh, and in contrast on the left shoe, here we have Nike branding instead. And this strap is connected using Velcro, and you can see on the edge of the strap, once again we have that LeBron James 23 logo. Fun fact, the strap is actually removable completely. So if you're someone that doesn't like the look of the strap, you can give the shoe much more of a streamlined look. So when you pull off the Velcro, it reveals this leather overlay, which has these lasered graphics found throughout, featuring LeBron James' iconic lion logo, along with another one of those LJ23 logos on the other side. In terms of laces, so these only come with one lace option, and they're a chunky rope style lace in this navy blue color. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of a plush blue colored leather, and the leather here is perforated. And on the very top of the tongue, we have more of that lasered white colored leather, and we have Nike branding embossed on the right foot and the Nike swoosh embossed on the left foot. The interior of the shoe is lined in Nike Sphere, which in simple terms is a hollowed foam lining, which is not only lightweight, but is also form-fitting to the shape of the wearer. And then as for the insoles, so these come with a well-padded polyurethane foam insole. It's lined in this navy blue color textile on top, and we have LeBron branding stitched onto this rectangular tag on the heel. So the upper of the LeBron 2 sits atop this foam midsole, which is supplemented with a P-back shell, which essentially is a plastic shell that gives you support and stability. Encased within this midsole but not visible to the eye, we have both a forefoot Zoom Air unit as well as a heel Zoom Air unit, and you can see a portion of the rubber outsole wraps up onto the lateral side, giving you additional support and containment from the side-to-side perspective. And then finally, turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of a combination of white and blue colored rubber. You can see we have Zoom branding on the lateral side of the forefoot, and on the heel we have this oversized Nike branding in red. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these LeBron 2s, and for those wondering about sizing, generally speaking, this is a bit of a snug fitting shoe, but I feel like if you have narrow or normal width feet, true to size should be okay for this pair for you guys. However, if your feet are more on the wider side, you might want to consider going up a half size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10, and they fit me well lengthwise, but they are a little bit snug from a width perspective, especially around this area right here where my pinky toe is. However, I don't think it's unbearable. I have a feeling they'll break in over time and they'll fit me much better. But straight out of the box, they are a little bit snug, but I just feel like going up a half size would just give me way too much room lengthwise, and I think I'd rather try to break them in than to deal with potential heel slippage by going up to that 10.5. But your mileage may vary depending on how you like your shoes to fit. If you're going to be wearing thick Nike Elite socks, for example, that could play into your decision whether to stick true to size or to go a half size up. Moving on to the comfort, so the LeBron 2 feels pretty clunky and heavy at first glance. But with the inclusion of Zoom Air underneath the heel and the forefoot, I have to admit it is pretty noticeable and it feels pretty responsive even just for casual use. I'm not the heaviest guy out there, so maybe the Zoom Air would feel more responsive for bigger, heavier guys, but just from walking around in these, you can definitely feel that bounce back underneath the heel and the forefoot, so I can imagine these would be a really good shoe to ball in. But for everyday casual use, if you don't mind more of a heavier shoe, and a shoe that honestly feels pretty clunky on feet, then I think these would be acceptable for casual use, but honestly the main reason why I'm wearing these is just for the nostalgia factor. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, material quality, I thought it was decent. The leather used on the shoe felt pretty nice to the touch. It wasn't the best leather I've seen on a Nike release, but for a retro basketball sneaker, I thought the materials were solid. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, it wasn't the best on this shoe. I have to admit there were a ton of glue stains on this pair, and even though I bought them brand new, there was already some creasing on the mesh toe box. So considering the price point is quite high, I guess in that respect it was kind of disappointing, but at least we got decent materials on this retro. So with all that out of the way now, let me lace up these LeBron 2s and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said, a big reason why I bought this pair is because of the nostalgia factor. Even though it's been nearly 2 decades since these released, it doesn't seem that long to me. Those memories of seeing my friends wearing the LeBron 2 to play ballin' are still so fresh in my mind. So it's pretty dope that Nike finally decided to bring back the LeBron 2 to the market. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this LeBron 2 silhouette. I know chunky basketball shoes are kind of hard to pull off these days casually, but drop a comment down below if you guys are planning to, or if you have picked up this pair, or if you're waiting for other future colorways to drop. Personally, if you're on the fence, I wouldn't be surprised if these were heavily discounted down the line, or maybe showed up at a Nike outlet as well. At least here in Canada, Capsule, which is where I bought this from, almost all the sizes are still sitting on their website, so that's a good sign for anyone looking to pick these up. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on IG at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.